I don't know who this message is for, but if you feel like you once upon a time had a passion project that like you kept trying to get up off the ground, you kept putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it, but it just was not working, I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to start it back up and like put your blinders on and stay tunnel vision focused on it and like give it everything that you got right now. Sometimes it's literally just a matter of timing. And I promise y'all, over the next 2 years, you are going to see a huge rise in people that are entrepreneurs. You're going to see a huge rise in passion projects. You're going to see a huge rise in startup foundation companies. You're going to see a huge rise in social media influencer stars, whatever. So if this message resonates for you, definitely continue watching.
I feel like I need therapy. You tried to fight, but you escape me. My brain is racing for sanity. My heart is racing for clarity.
What's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, and yes, y'all know me as Scott Santana. I used to do these videos over on my channel, Aligning Souls, okay, where people actually knew me by my real name, Aubrey, right? Scott Santana is my stage name. So I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna allow y'all hoes to call me Aubrey too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We just gonna stick with Scott for now, okay? So don't get confusing. But yes, this is an urgent message video. Now, some of you guys might have already like been a part of my spirituality channel, and so you may know how this works. Some of you may not know how this works, but nonetheless, let me go ahead and explain it. So I am gifted. I am psychic. I am a tarot reader. I am intuitive. I am what you call a light worker, a healer, if you will, right? And so I like to deal with like forms of like spiritual therapy. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard my new intro that like I've been putting out in like the new videos and shit like that, but like, you know, I've been promoting like my website again to let people know I am taking personal readings again. Okay, so if you would like to book a personal reading after watching this video, definitely the link is down below. Okay, thealigningsouls.com. But basically, I used to do this thing over on my Aligning Souls channel. I'm now moving all of that content over here, and so you're gonna see me mix entertainment videos as well as with the spirituality, because it's time to start blending both of those worlds. Because I mean, all of us have all 12 zodiac signs within us, and we all deal with spirituality on some level, on some point. And a lot of my messages don't have to just resonate with the spiritual community. Like a lot of it is for the world or for like you guys or for whoever the fuck is watching this video, right? So urgent messages are basically like my psychic and not my shit motherfucking falling as I'm trying to do the goddamn. Oh, listen, this is what happens when you record in live. Okay, but let's get back into it. So basically, urgent messages are like these intuitive nudges, these downloads, as we call them in the spiritual community, right? It's a thing called downloads. And usually it's messages from spirits or messages that you receive in your dream, whether it be through vision, whether it be through hearing, whether it be through seeing, okay, or just simply knowing, right? From time to time, I get a lot of urgent messages, and a lot of the times they come true. And I'm trying to make it a habit to start putting out these urgent messages again, because every time that it comes true, I'm sitting there looking like, okay, now because 9 times out of 10, like I've already told a friend, or maybe I've tweeted about it, but it's just like, okay, I didn't do an actual video, so it's like I could have like told y'all motherfuckers, I could have like helped plan, you know what I mean? Like, okay, and I've been right about a lot of shit. And I'm definitely about to be right about what the fuck we talking about now. Okay. Because lately, right? I've been getting this intuitive nudge that entrepreneurs need to come to the front. Okay. Entrepreneurs need to come to the front. Anybody that's even interested in entrepreneurship needs to come to the front. Now, if you were a part of my Aligning Souls channel, then you would know that in 2019, at the end of 2019, and at the honestly, the whole time I really had the channel, really, honestly, because I've gotten similar urgent messages to this one where it was a call for all the entrepreneurs to like come up and like really like get it going. Like, and I mean like those that like have some sort of creative passion, right? This is more so speaking to everybody, but more so specifically in 2020, I had a calling for everyone who basically has a calling, if that makes sense. Like anybody who was placed on this earth with a specific gift or a specific niche or a specific like lane, right? Like, and I'm not saying like those that just want to like go to McDonald's and work there and become the manager for the rest of their life. That's not what I'm talking about. And no shade to those that do and or whose reality that is. It's not what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about in 2020, I had a huge calling for those who felt like, okay, like I've always wanted to be a star, or I've always wanted to heal people, or I've always wanted like something that was kind of like a God-given talent, and no matter what people told you and taught you or whatever, like it's like even if obstacles stood in the way of, like it's the one thing that you thought about every morning when you woke up. Like you wake up and you breathe, eat, live, dream, sleep, music, right? Or like you tried to do the music thing several times and then failed and da 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 da. Okay. Basically, my point is that it was a lot of call-ins that I was getting at that time in 2020, and it was before the pandemic even happened, but definitely as well during the pandemic as well. That Spirit was urging me to let the public know that now is the time to get on your Zoom, okay? Because niggas is home, okay, and a lot of y'all about to pop off and go to the next level. Obviously, we as a world saw that motherfuckers was home. Motherfuckers went up to the next level. TikTok took off. You know what I'm saying? Like shit skyrocketed just as I felt it would, right? Then in 2021, I was getting a lot of downloads about podcasts being the next wave, right? Podcasts being the next wave. And a lot of those nudges were personal. Okay, personal to me. But see, what tends to happen is that I normally go through things before the general collective, right? So like, let's say like collectively, like there's an energy going on. Like I will feel it weeks before, if not a week before, or days before, or whatever. And so I knew like, okay, if it's affecting me and affecting me on this level, eventually it's going to affect y'all. And so I was being called to do podcasting back in 2021 because Spirit was urging me like, yo, this is about to be the new wave. This is about to be the new trend because everything comes in trends, right? Like most people were introduced to me through Storytimes on YouTube. And at the time when I started doing Storytimes was trendy. And because of the way that I am in my Aquarian chart, I was able to finesse the system and innovatively, get eyeballs on my side and whatnot. And then it worked for me, right? But like, even with that, back then I knew, okay, yeah, jump on the Storytime thing. That was Spirit nudging me. So like I said, in 2021, Spirit nudged me that a whole bunch of podcasts was going to be starting off and that, podcasting was basically going to take off because at the time we really only had like the Joe Rogan and the Joe Budden, but we didn't really have as many podcasts as we did. Like Kevin Samuels wasn't really a thing at this point in time in the top of 2021. We didn't really have all the barbershop podcasts and shit like that. And then somehow, some way, I feel like it was through TikTok and Twitter, podcasting started taking off to the point where by the end of 2022, everybody was like, okay, let's abolish microphones. But nonetheless, the point is that I got that urgent message again that yes, motherfuckers need to be, okay, getting into podcasting, using your voice, using your platforms, okay? Now, here we are in 2023. We have the nodes that just switched. If you don't know what the nodes are, basically there's something called the North Node and the South Node. Now, the North Node is all about destiny. It's all about expansion. It's all about growth. It's like what you're kind of like leaning towards in this life. Whereas South Node energy is all about past life and karmic and kind of things that you want to get away from. Now, that's kind of what like a lot of astrologers will basically put it as like, oh, North Node you want more of, South Node you want less of. Really in life it's all about duality, so you kind of want to have a good mixture, healthy mixture of both. But South Node is usually what you tend to already be good at or you've already mastered, and so it's like, okay, baby, you already got that handled, you already got that down packed, so let's not focus on that right now. We just gonna focus on this a little bit more. And so the way that you can think about this and how it shows up in your life in terms of transits is that think back to November 2021. Think back to April 30th, 2022, and think back to May 15th, 2022. Regardless of who you are around those dates, give or take a couple of days, if not a week, something major in your life happened. Some of you guys a lot more dramatic than others, but something in your life happened, whether it was the passing of a relative or, and mind you, all three dates that I just mentioned, all connected, okay? Because the North Node was transiting through Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio is all about comfort zones. It's all about material wealth. It's all about gains. It's all about exposing hidden secrets and the darker side of life and things like that, right? So everybody as a collective, we've all went through one of 12, well, how can I put it? 2 of 12 different themes, rather, right? Without complicating it, okay? Because if you don't know the way that the house system is set up, we have 12 houses with 12 different zodiac signs. And so the nodes were transiting through one of those, 2 of those houses, right? So either you went through money themes over the last 2 years, where there was a lot of gains and losses with money. Maybe you had a lot of friendship things come up, where it was a lot of gains and losses with friendship. Maybe you moved around a lot. Maybe you had a whole bunch of roommates, maybe you went through several jobs. Maybe your health was up and down. Like whatever it was, everybody went through something. For me personally, the North Node was transiting my 4th house with the South Node in my 10th house. So I wasn't posting as much. I wasn't doing aligning souls at all. I did entertainment videos here and there, but I couldn't really record how I wanted to because my home life was so chaotic. I was bouncing around. I wasn't in the most safe, desirable fucking places that was conducive for work. And so it just made it fucking hard. But I bounced around consistently because it was going through my 4th house. Right now, I say all of that to say because the last 2 years was about comfort. Okay, it was about comfort versus security, right? Comfort versus security and insecurities, right? That's what the Taurus and the Scorpio nodes represented. Now, moving forward into the next 2 years, we have the nodes that have switched into Aries and Libra. So it's going to be all about partnerships. It's going to be all about contracts. It's going to be all about war. That's something that's going to be coming up. I've been mentioning it, like trying to warn y'all. I mean, not that there's anything that we could do, you know what I mean? But like war is definitely going to come up, whether it's civil war. I do feel like it's going to be a war against another country, possibly China. Maybe I'm talking too much. This is why y'all need to join the Patreon. But there's going to be some type of war that comes up. But the point of this video, right? Like I said, a lot of love, karmic things coming up. So exes coming back and forth, or, you know, we're a lot of sudden breakups that happen. And it's going to get stronger around certain pivotal dates, okay, around eclipse dates, where we're going to notice a lot of that shit start to happen. But throughout the next 2 years, like I said, a lot of themes playing out in regards to these things like love, war, yeah, really, all is fair in love and war, really. But really, more so, the point of this video, the reason why I'm doing this is because there's a very specific, okay, like astrology aside, there's a very specific calling or urgent message that I've been having recently. And it's been to tell y'all entrepreneurs to get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Everything that we see happening is part of bigger things that's going to come, and the universe is literally warning you. And so that's why it's important for you to vibrate high. And like, if you watch my entertainment videos and you hear me say all the time, like y'all know how I feel about the whole, how people abuse the whole protect Black women slogan, and how people make everything about like all of those low vibrational discussions, I don't like to have for a reason, because when you're so focused on shit like that, you're not vibrating high, and then you miss out on opportunities like what's coming. Pay attention to what is going on, okay? Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn equals restrictions. Pisces is creativity, it's water, it can be abundance, right? So think about what's going on. If we say Saturn is restrictions and we say Pisces is water and creativity, just right off the bat, what does that tell you? Hollywood strike, actors strike. Hell, all of these people that are going to these concerts and throwing shit at the people on stage. You know, I've been saying literally for the last couple of months, like, what's going to happen eventually at some point, probably when Saturn turns direct, what's going to happen is we're going to see some sort of like plexiglass or something that is built up to protect these artists that are on stage, because Saturn teaches you lessons, and then the zodiac sign that it's in is it takes on those theme of lessons. So it's in the theme, it's in the sign of Pisces, so it's taking on the themes of music, art, creativity, spirituality. These are the things that's being restricted. Water, right? Where we're hearing about all of the orcas that are, you know, coming out of the water and attacking boats and shit like that. Like, all of that matters, okay? And moving it along from that, you have all of these major themes that are happening like, if you notice, we've had how many major stories over the last couple of months? Some of it is distractions. Some of it is warnings, again, of what's to come, And now more than ever, with the North Node going into Aries, now is the time for entrepreneurs and leaders, natural born leaders, to step up. That's what that Aries energy is. It's all about being a leader. It's all about being head first. Can be a little emotionally reactive and like impulsive, but like, now is the time for you to step into who you are. Honestly, who you are. And Aries risings are going to feel this the most. If you know your big three, Aries risings are going to feel this the fucking most. Let me see, right off the bat, I can tell y'all, Aries risings and Libra risings are more than likely going to end up in relationships, okay, as well as maybe Capricorn and Cancer risings. Those are the cardinal signs. Yeah, but Aries risings, definitely, like, you're gonna feel this huge calling over these next 2 years to kind of like step up into who you really are. But all of us are gonna be feeling that collectively, just in different areas of our life. And right now, I really do, like I keep on saying, I mean, I'm a broken record at this point. I am feeling entrepreneurs need to come to the front. People are going to be home a lot more. There is a need for people to start up YouTube channels. There's a need for people to use their voice. Basically, everything that I said about what I felt in 2020 and 2021 about the podcasting, and then as well as the entrepreneurship, it's like a mix of both of that I'm feeling right now. But I definitely feel like more people need to get on their zone and start handling that passion project. So let go of whatever energy happened the last 2 years. Like, even if there was like 1,001 mishaps when it came to money, like whatever you learned whatever you went through the last 2 years, make sure that you learned from it, because there was a lesson that was meant for you to take over the last 2 years. Like for me, well, for everyone, it was lessons about security and comfort. So for me, with the nose transiting through my fourth house, it was all about me learning, what does a comfortable private home look like for me? Am I secure in my home? What does a secure home look like? What does it feel like? Can I move across country and still have home with me? Is my home a physical residence, or does home like come from within? You know what I mean? Like those are the things that I had to learn, right? So again, it's important because I feel like there's a lot of y'all right now that are so defeated or feel so beat down from life, or feel like you've tried and you've tried and you tried, or maybe you were like me, where the last 2 years it was like you could not focus on your career at all. And so it's just like, I don't even have the energy, or am I even so interested in da-da-da? Like, again, I just said I was so focused on my home life, forced by the universe, that I couldn't really focus on my music, on this entertainment channel, on doing what the fuck I want to do. I could not. Literally, the universe made me sit my ass down for the last 2 years, right? But soon as, these energies switch, now y'all see me going hard, putting up as much as I can, utilizing the energy. And that is what you need to do, regardless of what the fuck you've been going through the last 2 years. I'm telling you, I don't know who this video is for, okay? But if you're watching it, it's likely for you, okay? And I'm not just speaking to people that are YouTubers or want to be YouTubers, okay? This video is for y'all because there's going to be a lot more eyeballs on YouTube. There's going to be a lot more people looking for long form content, especially with this Hollywood and actor strike. Where's the content going to come from? People are tired of reality TV. So don't think, oh, there's about to be 1,001 new reality shows. No. And if you don't really believe in astrology, baby, look at it this way. The last time that we had the planets in a certain transit, we had a Hollywood strike then as well. Okay. All astrology is just events that happen over and over again. And depending on how it's being aspected, it gives you a little bit more insight into, what may happen or how it may happen. But it's the same cycle. Just like in another 15 years, we're going to go through another strike. Like it's just the same thing that fucking happens, right? Just like COVID part 2 is going to come back at some point. Okay. So I'm telling y'all, take advantage of this moment right now. Like, you do not have to be psychic. You do not have to be gifted, or you ain't got to be like me. Okay. Basically. Okay. You ain't got to be like me. Just trust your gut and literally just look at what's going on. And you'll understand where we're about to head as a collective, as a world. And yes, if you've thought of doing YouTube, or if you've thought of becoming an influencer, if you've thought of just building up a business, period, do it. But definitely more so for my content creators out there, because there is going to be a need for content. There's going to be a lot of startup companies. People are going to get fed up waiting on the big dogs like Netflix and Disney and all of these people that basically control the world. And so you're going to see a lot of that entrepreneur energy go into startup businesses, startup foundations that end up taking over. Think like the Versus and how it started as something on Instagram, and it started as something like just for the pandemic, and then it blossomed into what it is now. You're going to see that on a larger scale. And it's not just going to be content creators. You're going to see actors and all the people that are on strike now. Like, they're going to get to a point where they're going to get so fucking fed up with these bigger and large corporations that they're going to start their own shit. And it's like, that's going to be the new wave. That is the new trend that is going to come in. So please, if you have some sort of, listen, whether you're a creator or you're on the business side, start it. Start that idea now. That podcast, that YouTube, that business, start it now. Because I promise y'all, shit is going to get bad. You're going to feel like you're going 10 steps back. But if you start and get on your Zoom now, you'll be way much better off. I promise you. Okay? Promise you. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into, let's start pulling some energies. Okay? That was the urgent message that I had from Spirit. let's get into some urgent energies. Okay, let's see what comes out in the cards. Okay, let's see now. What do I want to go with? I actually want a prosperity message. Okay, I feel like I'm being called to a prosperity message for y'all, because I definitely feel like there's a lot of people that, not that you aren't woke, and when I say woke, I don't mean like I feel like there are people that are exhausted, but y'all want me to keep this? Yeah, I feel like there are people that are exhausted. And the reason why I said exhausted, because the energy that I just got, listen, spirit don't play about me. That's one thing. Spirit does not play about me because, listen, I said I feel like y'all are exhausted because you've been trying and trying and trying and trying, and it was just the timing. It was just the timing. It was not meant to work out at that time. Listen, when I tell y'all, when you book an astrology reading with me, I mean, well, when you book a personal reading, period, because we do more than just astrology, but sometimes it's just not your time. And it's literally that cliche, yes, but that simple. That fucking simple. It's literally that fucking simple. Timing plays such a huge part, but then also your faith plays a huge part as well. And I feel like there's a lot of people right now that are exhausted and feel like you tried and tried and tried, and it just was not the right time. Okay. And then there's a smaller collective of you that tried and tried and tried, but something about the plan was off, right? Whether it was like the wrong idea entirely. Like, yes, use your voice, but not as a singer, baby. You're meant to be a talk show host. So like, you're meant to be a radio head, a DJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that, right? But let's go ahead and get into this energy. Because it's crazy that we got this energy. Okay. So we have not for you. Okay. This is a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Okay. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. And it's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you're just watching from the sidelines. Now, the appearance of this indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. That indeed your dreams are the exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is the time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Okay? Now, your prosperity message. You can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I told you I'm speaking to specific people out there, okay? And what did I tell you about the last 2 years? Whatever you learned the last 2 years, you're meant to apply them, which you're going into next. Use me, for example. North Node in Taurus went through my 4th house of home. Okay, what did I say North Node is? That's where the universe forces you to put your focus. And then South Node is where you have less of a focus, right? So North Node was in my 4th house of home. South Node was going through my 10th house of career, which is all of this, of what I'm doing. I wasn't posting as much because I needed to focus on what home looked like for me in order for me to be secure, right? Plus, I was working here and there and doing jobs and shit outside the home and basically doing everything but what the fuck I need to be doing. And so now it's at a point where it's like, okay, take all those lessons, because I had to realize, like, in order for me to have a productive YouTube life, okay, before I can even get to my music career, in order for me to have a productive YouTube life, I need to have a productive home, okay? I need to be able to have a warm, safe home. Like, I need to be able to feel secure. I need the things that I need, even if it's a matter of having fast Wi-Fi, even if it's a matter of having an air conditioner in my room so I'm not fucking blazing hot doing videos and then I end up only doing 1 video a day versus 12 that I could probably do if I'm more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the fuck you went through over, like, fuck the trauma, because listen, we done crying. Don't nobody give a fuck. What happened? Learn from it, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to apply those lessons into where you're going into now. Okay? Fall fast and learn from defeat. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards, okay? So, let's keep going. Okay, Spirit, what you got for this collective? What messages do you have for this collective? And you know what? Come on, let's bring Spirit into the room, because why did not light my candle? I'm so sorry, Spirit. Okay. What energy do we have? Right. Give me 3. Give me 2 more. Keeping it. Woo, baby, I got the Ace of Wands. Come on, new opportunity. And let me get one more. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping it. Keeping it. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. Positive movement forward. Come on, thumbnail. Positive movement forward. Can't make this shit up. Positive movement forward. Rest and rejuvenate. And then we have power. Positive movement forward. Rest and rejuvenate. And then we have power. Now, if this was tarot, that would equate to what? The 6 of... that would equate to what? Yeah, that would be 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Child, I can't tell you off the top of my head. Why can't I? Yeah, 6 of Swords, Hermit, and the Sun. Listen. I feel like it's really just a matter of y'all believing. And it's crazy because I got a similar message the other night when I was on live. Definitely make sure that y'all listen. Whenever y'all see me go live, make sure that y'all join, okay? Because listen, my personal readings be costing like $300. But that's because those are full readings, like 30 minutes, okay? But from time to time, I'll be going live on YouTube. I might even go live tonight. I'll be going live on YouTube where I'll be doing like quickie readings where you'll still, the reading is still pack a punch, okay? But for a fraction of the cost, okay? So definitely make sure y'all check when I be going live, okay? But yes, positive movement forward, rest and rejuvenate, and power. It's really just a matter of you changing your mindset, honestly. That's what I feel like it is. I feel like there's some sort of mental conflict to where it's just like, understand that better is trying to come in, right? And you've been preparing for this. You've been preparing for this. And also, to that power, even though it's Leo energy, I'm also getting Aries energy from it as well. Let me get one more. They gave me 2 more. Oh, 3 more. 3 more. Yeah, so we have emotional loss, we have awareness, and we have authority. We have emotional loss, we have awareness, and we have authority. It's like once you pinpoint where that pain is coming from, where that trauma is coming from, once you understand what it is that's holding you back and why, use that to be able to go forward. Again, it's about that awareness. It's about learning from the last 2 years because you're going to need it in order to fully step into your power, right? Authority, power. This is Aries energy. This is Aries energy. Aries energy is all about being bold. It's about being a leader. It's divine masculine. It's masculine energy, but it's divine masculine energy. It's about stepping into your power. It's about being courageous. It's about fighting, right? Standing up for yourself, right? And this is the universe telling you, like, yeah, bitch, you've gone through shit, but like, fuck all that. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody, truly, no one cares. You went through it. Learn the fucking lesson. Apply it. Now let's go get these blessings. That's it. That's it. Stop fucking crying. Let's move on. Okay, because you got blessings that's trying to come in. There's a window of opportunity that is about to open up. Window of opportunity that is about to open up. Do not fucking miss it because you will be upset. Okay? Am I taking this? We got the 3 of Cups in reverse. We got the 3 of Cups in reverse. It's definitely giving me missed call. 3 of Cups in reverse, and instantly I heard missed call. Almost like a fear of missing out. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Fear of missing out. It's a fear of missing out. It's almost like when you get a call or see a text. No, it's like when you fall asleep and you wake up in the morning and you see a text that like your friends sent you about like coming out, and then you like, girl, why didn't you call me? And it's like, but we did call you. And then you realize like your shit was on silent, like your phone ringer was off. That's where you are right now. And then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is all about being stagnant, staying stuck in a situation. This could be indecision. This could be a fear of change, but this could also be a fear of loss. More so avoidance is what I'm picking up on. So it's almost like let me paint the picture for y'all. Right now, the energy that y'all are giving me is very much like you wanted your phone ringing to be off. You didn't want to be disturbed. You're going to be mad when you wake up and realize that somebody tried to call you. And then like when you look at the Instagram stories and see how much fun that your family had or that your friends had and da-da-da, you're going to be upset. You're going to be mad. But you willingly went to bed with the ringer off. It's almost like it's like an abandonment type thing. Like, I don't want to try because I'm keeping these? All right, that's what I thought. Okay. What other energies do we have? Yeah, so we have the Three of Cups in reverse. We got the Three of Cups in reverse, which speaks to me right now in this moment. Missed opportunities or missed chances to celebrate, or like it's like choosing to be unhappy or choosing to because I know some would read it as overindulgence. But for me, I'm taking it as isolation, as alone time, as like everybody else is out here enjoying life or about to enjoy life or embark on like this brand new journey. And you're so affected that it's like, no, I'm not getting my hopes up again. No, like I can't, especially with this Eight of Cups here. It's like that Three of Cups reverse and then that Eight of Cups reverse. It's like, no, I know, because every time I try, no. And then with the Five of Swords here in reverse, this is about making amends. This is about forgiveness, right? Reconcile. Some of y'all have to forgive the past. Some of y'all got to forgive the past. Some of y'all got to forgive the past. Because it's like a matter of holding on to baggage. Like, it happened. It happened. But I almost want to say, I don't feel like this is other people that you need to forgive. I feel like you need to forgive yourself. And then we have the Devil in reverse. Yeah. With the Devil in reverse, this is releasing limited beliefs, exploring those dark thoughts, detachment, restoring control, resentment, lack of will. Yeah, I feel like, listen, baby, if this message is resonating, you need to forgive yourself. Because I feel like this is bigger than, because remember, this is all Aries energy. This is about you before it's about anybody else. Now, even though over the next 2 years, it's going to be playing out in themes of you versus other people, just depending on what area of your life it's in, whether it's in housing, whether it's in, like where you live, whether it's in your community, whether it's in your friend groups, whether it's in at work, or whether it's your health, or yes, the theme over the next 2 years is going to be me versus everyone else. But it starts with me, because that's where the North Node is, in the Aries energy. And so I feel like this is a matter of you forgiving yourself for maybe not going as far as you could have, or maybe not. And it's almost like I don't even want to look at Instagram, or I don't even want to like watch the same YouTubers I used to watch anymore, because they're where like it's just like a big regret. or a big lack, a big like pity party. I'm not even gonna hold you, a fucking pity party. A pity party. Oh my God, everything is just fucking falling. I'm keeping these. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Yeah, because you're getting all of your energies are coming out in reverse, which tells me a lot. Because we also have Ace of Wands in reverse, which represents lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, boredom, feeling weighed down, delays. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is about like new ideas, curiosity, maybe a thirst for knowledge, right? New ways of communicating, restless energy. But it's like if we line all of this up, it's the Three of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and then the one upright card that you have is Page of Swords. So it's like deep, 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 deep down below all of these energies, there's that something in you that's like, but I do have this idea. It's like the world shitting on me. Girl, you don't know what the fuck I done been through. I done had to sail the seven seas and fight the storms. And, all my life I had to fight and this, that, and the third. And I almost lost a leg. And girl, I was homeless and da-da-da-da-da. But I do have this bright idea, though. But nah. It's not going to work for me because look at my life. Like, da-da-da. It's like, I'm telling you, now is going to be different. 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 Do I want to dive deeper? I feel like I kind of do. And like I kind of do. Yeah, let's see what we have for this Page of Swords. Let's see what we have. What do we have for this Page of Swords? What do we have? Ooh, is that a booklet? What do we have for this Page of Swords? I'm not taking all that. Y'all stupid. Y'all dumb? I ain't taking all that. My spirit. Get it together. Oh, y'all telling me I had it upside down. They said, girl, you got it upside down. Okay. What do we have for this Page of Swords? What do we have for this Page of Swords? The Ten of Wands wanted to come out. But for the Page of Swords, we got the Page of Swords again, and we have the Empress. I don't know why I just heard change the world or heal the world. Some of you guys have an idea. Okay. Some of you guys have an idea, or it's something about the way that you communicate, or something about your idea is going to heal the world or feed the world, or like. No, heal the world. Heal the world. Something about this idea is going to heal the world. Something about the way that you communicate. So it's something about it that's like, it's almost like the world needs it. And that's also too why Spirit is calling you to get on your Zoom. And listen, what did I just say? I said Spirit is calling you to get on your Zoom. And then we have the Hierophant. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Right. Because this is about staying grounded in your spiritual beliefs. It's your story to tell. You have a story to tell. This might be a little bit even more specific because this is kind of like starting at, let me see, what's next? Yeah, death, the fool. You cannot, I'm done. Spirit, I'm done. Because I was about to say it's starting to feel like my story, like similar to my story. Like, no, you have a story to tell in Spirit. I know goddamn well exactly what the hell. Okay, listen. Reading over. What's at the bottom of the deck? 8 of Pentacles. Okay. I know exactly what this is. You're meant to tell your story. You're meant to tell your story because it's going to heal the world. Okay, it's going to heal the world. Stay grounded in your spiritual beliefs. None of this is going to happen for you. But this is really all about your life and death transformation, right? Your life and death transformation. Also, too, whatever invention that you have or whatever gift that it is that you have is going to reset. It's going to cause a reset, right? It's going to change the way that people think, change the way that people view something, or change the way that people communicate. Even if it's just a matter of, like, let's say you telling your story and then, you know, your story ends up helping single mothers out there and it changes the way that they go about, you know, parenting as a single mother. Or you change, like, you tell your story about being trans and then it changes, you know, like, tell your story. Tell your story. Tell your story. Get on your Zoom. Start that business. I do feel like for a small group of people out there, this is going to deal specifically with communication. So it could be like a podcast idea or something like that. But regardless, for any of you guys, this is going to be massive. It's going to be massive. Like, this is a huge reset. Okay? A huge reset. Okay. Let's see. And let's get one more energy, Spirit. Let's get one more energy. This video was only supposed to be like 10 minutes. That's what happens. Get carried away with spirit ass. Get carried away with their ass. Let me get a protection message. Taking that? That's hold on now. Right. Oh my God. Because even with the Ace of Cups behind it, I got the 3 of Wands. It's about being inspired to take that action. And then what do we have? We have Imagine as your protection message. I'm telling y'all, Spirit said, get the fuck on your Zoom. Get on your Zoom. I don't know who this message is for, but get on your Zoom and book you a personal reading, baby. A personal. Because this is collective. Even if it resonates, we still got to see how it may play out in your chart. Because like I said, timing is everything. And we need to figure out when the planets and all of that is going to align best for you. Okay? Because you can start that business today, but it may not pop off until 2025. Who knows? It all depends on your personal birth chart. Okay? Now, this is turning imagination into manifestation. Creative thought, visualization, and power of aligning imaginary and feelings, creativity's illusions. This whole reading has been about just that. Okay? Your imagination, your ideas. So the protection messages, illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might... Y'all can't tell me I'm not fucking gifted. Did y'all book a reading yet? thealignmedsouls.com. Okay? Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections. So be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what illusions and awfulizing are, a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded and stay real. Only then can you have what you truly desire. Definitely make sure that y'all go to my website, thealignmedsouls.com, to make sure that you book you a personal reading, okay? Book you a personal reading. Also, too, listen, I forgot what the hell the end of my Aligning Souls outro is. I got to go back to the other channel and look at the videos and see what I used to say. But, child, yeah, get on y'all's own, girl. Get on y'all's own. And maybe I'll do like a whole like 2023, 2024 predictions video. Because like a lot of what I said is going to happen. Okay. So if you from my spiritual channel, you already know, like, bitch, y'all already know. Okay. But if you new to this channel, or if you new to like seeing me in this type of arena, this type of field, Yes, baby, get with it. She's gifted. Hashtag she's gifted. Okay. Go ahead and book your personal reading on thealigningsouls.com. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Okay. I'm just here to I really gotta figure out the outro, but I think I used to say I'm just here to align you to your highest soul, your highest good, your highest God. Okay. So am I gonna do the new intro for y'all? No, I'm not gonna do the new intro for y'all, but definitely go join the Patreon as well. All right. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
So before I let y'all go, make sure that you head on over to patreon.com/AligningsOuls for extended readings and exclusive videos. Members also receive major discounts and savings on personal readings. And speaking of personal readings, I do have a website where I offer those services. Now listen, girl, these videos are meant to be general, but to find out all of what's going on with you and your life with Shutty, definitely make sure that y'all head on over to thealigningsouls.com to book you a reading with me, Aubrey, ASAP. And make sure that you sign up for the mailing list so you never miss a notification again, girl. I love you all for watching and subscribing. Bye now. I feel like I need some therapy. You tried to fight, but you can't escape me. My brain is racing for sanity. My heart is bracing for